Alrighty, good morning everyone. How's everyone doing today? We're just gonna give people a moment to hop right in and join the live stream, and then we are gonna talk about our agenda for today's live stream. So for some of you who don't know, my name is Hayden. I work at ICECO in the tech support, and I mainly specialize in diagnostics on the fridges. I do a lot of customer support as well, so I'm answering phone calls, answering any sort of questions, general questions about the fridges themselves, as well as playing a role in the fridge's presence and ensuring that we have optimal performance of all of the fridges. So that's who I am, and I'm just gonna give everyone a moment to hop into the live stream, and then we are gonna go right into it. So give me 1 second. Alrighty. Just gonna give a moment for everyone to join in the live stream, and then we'll jump right in. So give me 1 second. How's everyone's morning doing? Good? Good. That's good to hear. Yep, just another moment for everyone to join in. I'm also going to join the live myself, and I'm also going to be monitoring the comments, so that way if you guys have any questions, I will happily answer them and will be able to see.
What are you doing? Good.
All right, perfect. Nice. All right, cool. Okay. Without further ado, we're going to get started, guys. Once again, for some of you who don't know, my name is Hayden. I work in ICECO at the tech support. I do customer support as well. And then I do diagnostics on fridges, repairs, and then doing a little bit of R&D, ensuring that the fridges are at optimal performance. And when we send the replacement fridges out or the used ones out, then I'm ensuring that they work perfectly fine without any issues, as well as helping with a lot of the customer support side. So the agenda today is that we're going to talk about the VL45 that we have right here, VL45 single zone, the APL20, as well as the magnetic battery pack, and then a bunch of cool sales we got going on for Halloween. So that's some cool sales we got going on. We do have a bunch of links of tons of fridges. We got the VL45, the APL35, the JP40, and then a bunch of old VL series, as well as the battery pack PB1000. So we just got tons of fridges down below in the link. So some of which I can't cover all of them because I only get about 30 minutes to 40 minutes to cover each fridge. And so we can only talk about maybe about 2 to 3. Maybe in the future we'll expand to a lot longer live stream, but for now we're gonna keep it short and snappy because typically it's gonna stay more entertaining that way. And then we're just gonna talk about the cool little quirks, characteristics, and features of all of the fridges I have in front of me right here. There we go. Yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, don't hesitate to ask. So, you know, if you got any questions about technical use, any problems with your fridges, I know a lot of people who do come and join the live streams have technical problems with the fridges, and they like to join the live stream to ask upfront questions because typically, sometimes the customer support might not have the answer to your question when you first call them. Especially if it's a very technical or very specific question. So yeah, so let's without further ado, we're gonna get started into the first fridge I have in front of me right here. This is the VL45 single zone. Actually, before that, let's talk about ICECO as a brand, because I feel like some of you guys may be new and might need a little intro on who we are and what we do, and what's the reason for me being here today. So first thing is going to be who is ICECO? ICECO, we are a brand that specializes in manufacturing and creating fridges as an alternative to using the conventional cooler fridges, so like the ice cube coolers, where you're constantly fishing through, your cooler with ice to, grab any produce, food, anything like such. We offer a very premium and luxurious alternative that allows you to optimize the space of your vehicle, as well as optimizing the space of your fridge or your refrigeration device, in comparison to having a very large and heavy traditional cooler. So that is one thing that we specialize in, is we offer it to off-road vehicles, overland rigs, side by side. So if you have a dune buggy or anything of the sort, then that is also a great option to add onto the back or one of the seats on the side by side. And then they're just very general use. So they can have multiple applications and they can be used in many different ways. And we offer various models and sizes to use depending on what kind of application you're seeking out of that kind of fridge. So that's basically what we do. We offer a solution to the problem of having a very inconvenient cooler. So like, I'm sure some of you guys might have had the experience of constantly trying to fish through a cooler, grabbing ice, or going into like, the cooler and you're finding that the food is all soggy, especially if you open the package beforehand and then put it back into the cooler for it to remain cold. Then I personally had that experience, and most certainly is not pleasant. I'll tell you what. I'm a big camper. I've been camping for maybe about 10, 12 years now. So ever since I was a little kid, I would always be camping, and I usually go maybe about once or twice a month. I used to do the Boy Scouts, so I was a big camper back in the day. So I would always do outdoorsy stuff, and I can tell you from experience, when we go out to go camping, we would almost always use the conventional coolers. They were great, but that was up until I found out that they were more luxurious, a better solution to the inconvenience of having a traditional cooler. And I didn't know that ICECO as a brand and a fridge existed until recently. And then I found that this was a very cool solution to a problem that many of us experience with the ice cube coolers. So the benefit is that you get to have very specific temperatures and maintain it that way to keep your cold frozen or cool, and keep it at that specific temperature to ensure that it's safe for consumption when you do decide to cook the meat or cook the food. So that is the plus of having a fridge that will give you the precise temperature that you are looking at of it. So again, we're gonna go back. We're gonna backtrack over to the fridge right here. We've got a VL45 single zone. You got a lid that you can open up from both sides. So you got one side right here, and then you can open it from the other side. Or if you really wanted to, you could pull the entire lid off, and then you have very easy access to your fridge right down here. So that is the cool thing about the VL45 single zone, or any of the VL series. Have this two-directional lid that you can open up, and it does have these built-in safety locks for to keep children out, because if you traditionally lift at the lid, it won't come off until you press in at the bottom and then lift the lid up. So that is the practical use out of this lid right here. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. We do live streams on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So if you guys are tuning in and you were recently on the Amazon live stream, you probably see me that I'm going over a lot of the products we already talked about before. But I am going to point out any unique characteristics or features of any of these guys. So don't hesitate to ask, or throw some engagement down in the chat. I would appreciate if we do have some sort of engagement, conversation, talking, etc. I would very much appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, so this is the VL45. As you can see, it has a metallic casing on the outside. This allows for a sticking of a magnetic battery or any magnetic device you have. You can just attach it right to the side and it'll work perfectly. And then we've got these plastic trim pieces on the side. However, these are not just any plastic. These are a plastic that go through a molding that are a lot more under higher pressure and thicker, to ensure that these are a lot more premium, stronger, and more durable when you're placing them in your rig, or if you're placing it in like a car or whatnot, whatever system you've got working for you. So most certainly a very premium and well thought out structure is what we were going for the VL series. And then that's kind of what you can see from the outside. You can also visually see that we've got a display right here, a digital display with the option to do a high, low, and medium battery protection mode, max and eco mode, as well as adjusting your temperature directly. So a lot of buttons you can play with here. You've got AC and DC capability, so you can do 110 to 240 volt on a wall, and then you can do the 12 volt plugged into your car or external battery source. And you got DC port on the front side as well as the back side, so you can plug it in either or on both sides. And then you've got 2 USB ports at the very front right here, so you can plug in your phone or any USB devices, just to allow for some sort of convenience. So, and if you guys are tuning in, you know, share live stream too over your friends, family, etc. I do go over a lot of things that some people may miss for certain fridges, and then I talk about a lot of the characteristics, selling points, applications, what they're mostly used for, and this kind of gives you a good idea of like what fridge would be good for you, because I talk about each fridge and the specific application, because each fridge is good for a specific reason. And if you're looking for a fridge, all the more reason that you want to pick out a fridge that suits you and your application a lot more than simply picking out a random fridge. And then as well as price is a good factor into it. I'll talk about pricing, the discounts, and then again, we'll do some demos looking through you know, the features of the fridges, and then some pros of each and every fridge that we'll be talking about. So going back to my point here, the VL45 is a single zone. You can reach the temperatures from 68 degrees Fahrenheit all the way down to 0. And then again, you have this display for battery protection mode, low, medium, and high. Battery protection load low is going to be for when you're plugging it into an external battery source or your car battery. The whole purpose of it is if it senses that the power is under 12 volts, the fridge will automatically cut power and turn off in order to protect your external battery source or your car battery. So for example, the car battery typically supplies about 12 volts, and it needs 12 volts to crank that starter motor. So, and that's the requirement. So if it senses that it receives under 12 volts, then it will cut the power and ensure that your battery still has enough juice to crank the motor over and start it, and potentially recharge that battery with the alternator. So that's a cool little feature built into the fridge, so it will automatically trip the system if it senses if it's under voltage. So that's very nice. And then we've got a high battery protection mode. This kind of ensures that when you plug it into a wall or an outlet, it's being a little bit less picky about the voltage it's receiving, and it won't trip itself. It basically just says, like, you know, it'll take it all, and it'll work totally fine under the higher voltage. So yeah, it's got different protection modes that you can play around with, and they kind of see like different variances of how it will take that voltage. So and then you have max and eco mode. Eco mode essentially means that the compressor operates in 30-minute intervals, is what I would say is an approximation. Basically, it will reach the set temperature that you have set the temperature at. So if you did 0 degrees, 2 degrees, 13, 14, it will reach that temperature, and then it will turn off, and it will let itself deviate off of that exact temperature you set it to by a few degrees, and then it will kick on again. The compressor will turn on, and then it will reach that set temperature, and it will rinse and repeat that same cycle. Basically, the whole purpose of this eco mode is to conserve power. So if you have limited power, if you're out in the a remote area and you don't have easy access to power, then what you can do is plug it in to an external battery source and then run it off of eco mode in order to conserve that power. So it's a very nice feature that we've got built in. And then we've got the max mode, which is a very performance-based mode. Essentially, if you plug it into a power source and power is not of a concern for you, and if you're plugging into a wall, outlet, 12 volt, whatever you like, and you set it to max, basically it will maintain that exact temperature you set it to no matter what. So it'll turn on the compressor, reach the temperature, and then it'll turn off if it senses it deviates by a couple degrees. We'll turn on again, reach the temperature, and basically the compressor is more or less running full time to maintain that temperature. And then, so that would be very good for produce, frozen items like ice cream, or anything that you're trying to maintain an exact temperature to keep items frozen or cool. So again, hence I named this is a 45 liter, so VL45. You're gonna find that it's a little bit bigger than the one I've got beside me, which is a 20 liter, and it's gonna be comparatively smaller to some of the other fridges we have in our lineup down below if you look at the links we've got for tons of different fridges and options. And then let me backtrack. I think something happened to my live stream. Let me go check on that real quick, guys. Sorry. Oopsie daisy. Give you 1 second, guys. Seems like my video capture device turned off. Let me just reconnect that one, guys. So yeah, like I mentioned, VL45 is the single zone, and then you'll find that it's great in certain applications like just cooling or freezing certain items, and then essentially reaching the set temperature and keeping those items that you have in your fridge to that specific temperature. So overall, a very great fridge, 45 liter. It fits very well in off-road vehicles like your SUV and tons of different areas. And let me just quickly check to make sure the live stream is doing just fine. Sorry guys, I'm kind of soloing this right now, so just got to go back and forth to try and figure out what exactly is going on. Alrighty, so it looks like I got my camera back up. Let's go dive right into the fridge again. Sorry, that was a weird technical difficulty. Seems like the camera just suddenly decided to turn off on me. And we're gonna go continue talking about the fridges. All right, back on track. So, VL45, overall great fridge. Highly recommend if you're gonna use it in SUVs, any off-road rigs. These guys are very popular with a slide that you can pull out of your SUV and access your fridge that way. So usually people would have a drawer system underneath, and then they'll have this on top of a slide where they'll pull it out, and then they'll be able to access their fridge from either side when they're back there, and then use their fridge that way. So that is the most common application I see for these. Typically they're used in SUV like 4Runners, Land Cruisers, or any SUV that has enough trunk space to fit a 45 long ways like this into the trunk. So very nice. And then we are also going to move over to our next fridge we have right here, which is the APL20. This guy is wrapped in aluminum casing. As you can see, as far as the construct and the design, it's very unique. Something you won't see for a lot of the fridges in the market out there. They're typically, they're very built out of plastic, or they've have some sort of cheap materials. That is not the case for us. We decided to strive for a more premium design, something with durability in mind and performance. So as you can see, we've got an APL20, hence in the name. It's a 20 liter pulled from our APL series lineup. It's got very traditional latches onto it. Some people tend to say that it has a cool retro design is what is being integrated for the APL20. And then it's got 45-degree hold lid, so meaning if you set the lid however high you want, it won't automatically fall on you while you're accessing your goods. and then you can close it to around 45 like this, and a little bit more. I think it might fall. There you go. See, so you've got yourself a hinge that will hold the set temperature, and will a hinge that will hold the set angle, and give you access to the fridge. Sorry guys, my mind is blanking out, just rambling on about tons of fridges. So just give me a moment to catch my breath. Cool thing about the APL20 is that even though it is a 20 liter, it is a dual zone. So I mean, you could do either freezing and fridging as well, both sides, or you could do both sides freezing, both sides refrigeration. However you want to configure it, you can do your cooling whichever way you desire. So, but that's the benefit, is you have the ability to articulate or adjust any temperature on the both zones that you have been given with the APL20. So that's the cool thing, is you can do one side refrigeration and one side freezing. That's generally how a lot of people do it. They'll do the small side freezing and then the large side refrigeration, or vice versa, depending on what you're carrying or cooling. So, and it does feature the micro compressor that we've got right here, the nano compressor, which is the APL20 and APL35. It's just basically a smaller size compressor, but fret not, is a very high performance compressor, because we utilize the ICECO compressors, which is a German performance based compressor, and it's the top of the line that you could possibly get, one of the best, if I had to say. And the ICECO compressors are just high end, their quality, and they ensure stable performance, which is exactly what we want it to do when we integrate them into our fridges down here. 100% of our lineup feature the ICECO compressors that we've got right here, either the micro compressor or the traditionally large compressor. Most of them are going to have these ones right here, which is the big one, the larger size of the APL series, so the APL 55, the VL45 we have right here, I believe also utilizes the large one, and then any liter that's about 45 or higher will have the large compressor that we've got. So talking about compressors, we actually have a 5-year warranty for these guys. So 5-year, oh boy, what's going on? Camera's cutting out on me. Give me 1 second, guys. So sorry. Don't know what's going on with this thing. It's cutting out. Shoot. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, so it's not happy with me right now. Let me just quickly rig something up so I can get this camera working fine without problems, because I don't know what's going on, guys. It's giving me issues. So let me quickly plug this in. But yes, the ICECO compressors we've got a 5-year warranty for. So if you have any problems with cooling, refrigeration, or anything of the sort, we offer the 5-year warranty for the fridges, and that gives you the ability to either get it warranted out, replaced, or anything of the sort when you do have problems. So if you do happen to purchase a fridge and you notice that you had cooling problems at some point during the 5-year of your ownership, don't hesitate to reach out to our customer support. We will get you sorted out. We will get the fridge replaced for you, and we'll make sure that we got you covered, because that is the whole purpose of us as customer service. Sorry guys, just trying to get the camera back on. It's just being really weird with me right now. Seems like the camera was having a lot of problems. Let me just reconnect, and then I'll verify that the video is being back on our live stream. Constantly cutting back and out. What's going on? What's going on here? Let me make sure it's doing good. All right, perfect. So again, man, live stream today has been cutting in and cutting out. Do apologize, guys. Seems like the camera is being a little weird, but APL20 aluminum casing, again that 45 degree, and then the ICECO compressor that's featured with it offers a 5-year warranty. We personally offer that warranty to all of the fridges in our lineup. So whether if it's a 45, 20, a VL90 liter, or anything of the sort, we have a 5-year warranty for the compressor, and then a 1-year warranty for the entirety of the fridge itself. So cool little benefit is that we offer a very extended warranty compared to a lot of the other manufacturers. And typically we only have like a requirement for the order number, order number, name, shipping address, basic information like that. Once you receive that information, we'll start with repair to see if the fridge is repairable. If not, we'll end up sending a replacement to you, and we'll take the old one back. So very nice system we've got going, and generally it's pretty easy. Just a few pieces of information, and then we get you covered. So right here, again, the APL20 spring-loaded handles right here on the side, and then it's got the LCD display on the very front, with just basic features to either do max or eco mode, and then allow you to adjust the temperature using the plus and minus sign analog buttons that we have on the fridge. And then you've only got a DC plug-in for the fridge, where you can plug it into a wall or you can plug it into a 12 volt. So yeah, so that's pretty much the fridge. Application. These guys are very popular for family cars like minivans, SUVs. They're very lightweight, very portable. So a lot of people during the summertime, I know, took it to the beaches. I myself took an APL35 to an air show I went to, and it served really well. It was really great. Had plenty of storage space for all the drinks and items I wanted to keep cold. And then when I was ready, I would just take them out and then bring him to the air show, and I would just watch the air show, sipping on a very cold drink, because I know in the summertime it gets very hot, and it's very nice to have, you know, a cold drink every now and then, especially if you have a cooler with you full time, either in your vehicle or at your home. Then it's something very nice addition that I highly recommend people look into. So, yep. That is the APL20. We've got all the prices listed below and the discounts, so do a quick comparison. I recommend either on our official website or Amazon. You'll see that we have sales and whatnot going on for all of the fridges, and you'll find that there are some pretty good deals we've got going on, especially for Halloween, and in the future, maybe up towards Black Friday, we'll have some really cool, nifty deals going on for all of the fridges in our lineup. So keep an eye out for all the sales, the cool deals we got going on, and hopefully snag one up for yourself. So, but yep, that is the APL20 and then the VL45. And then the next thing we are going to move on to is the PB250, which is a 250 watt battery pack. This guy we've got right here serves very well as a traditional power bank for charging your phone, any electrical devices you have. And then the one beneficial feature of this guy, you can actually use it, a 12 volt, to plug your fridge into. So any device that requires a 12 volt, you have it portable and on hand. So a very nice addition, and usually recommend people snagging one of these guys up with their fridge, because right now not only are they on a huge discount, but we've got a ton of them going for a really good sale. So let me actually pull up the price for you guys to verify. I just want to make sure that we've got the sale I am talking about, because these PB250s are very overlooked, I would say. Generally, a lot of people go straight to the 1000 watt, but the benefit is that you have something so lightweight, so small, yet it packs a punch by powering many fridges or powering any of your electrical devices that you do have. So one thing I will say for sure is that the PB250 can actually charge or charge your fridge for about 8 to 10 hours. So it'll power that on for maybe that period of time. It depends on the size of the fridge as well as how you're using it. But typically for something like a APL 20, APL 35, or VL 45, it typically will maintain that set temperature for about 8 to 10 hours. And then what you can do is take this guy out, charge it in, and charge the PB250 and then reuse it again. And then just to verify, on our website, we do have this guy going from $269 was the MSRP, and then now we've got it going for $109. So I highly recommend you guys check it out. Cool little deal we got going on. That's more than half off. So if you're looking for a deal, 100% go check it out and pick it up, because big recommendation. You guys, you check it out, go look at it, because usually we don't have sales like that for our accessories. They aren't that big. So I think what we're doing, we're trying to push some inventory. So do check it out. That's why I'm saying, like, these guys are very overlooked and not very often purchased with fridges until people realize that when you have a battery pack such as this, or the PB 1000, 1000 watt or 250 watt, you can now take your fridge out of your vehicle and place it wherever you want, on a campsite or a little area you've got set up, and power the fridge that way until you're ready to take it back into your vehicle. So it gives you the option to take it out, have it on the go, and charge it however you like. A lot of people I know, they would run the fridge to the car via 12 volt, and then they'll take it out, take their fully charged 250 watt, attach it to the side or however they like, and then they'll use that to power the fridge for however long they're outside, and then they'll bring their system back to their vehicle. So serves as a very great weekend warrior, or just a portable power bank for people to use in general when you're out camping or engaging in any sort of outdoors activities. So another recommendation right here, we've got 3 fridges in total. We've got the VL45 single zone, we got an APL 20 and dual zone, and then we've got a power bank right here, the PB250. I highly recommend you check our website. That is for more than half off if you want that guy. And then we also got the solar panel for going almost half off as well. So cool little thing I know some people do is they'll have the solar panel and they'll have it ran to either a PB1000 or a PB250 power bank, and then they'll have basically solar power, charge the power bank, and then they'll run the external battery source over to the fridge, and then they'll have it run for however long. But the benefit is that you have an extended use out of the fridge itself. So that means you get to run the fridge for a lot longer if you've got like a cycle or a system going for you using solar power. So yes, that's a cool feature. So again, we have bundle pricing. We got bundle options as well. So actually, looking at the website, solar power and the solar panel and the power bank is actually for $248. Both of those. So you can pick this one up for however much, as well as a solar panel. Both of those items for about $248. I think we got one right down here. Yes, we do. Got solar panel right here, guys. Very nice. They're very lightweight, very portable. You can put your handles together like this. They're magnetic. Carry them as is. Comes with a utility pack built into it on the side, so you can use this to carry all like whatever accessories or items you have for the panel, and then you can deploy it out whenever you're ready to use it. So again, very nice. I recommend you guys check it out. It's very solid. So those are the fridges and items I am recommending today, and then we're previewing as far as characteristics. Again, let me know if I missed anything, but there's just so many features integrated into these fridges. It's honestly difficult to cover them all over such a short period of time, as well as talking about and demoing all the fridges. They all have their own little unique characteristics and quirks that you can put to use when you're out camping or conducting any sort of activity. So very nice. And then right here, we've got a visual demonstration of what the large compressor is. As you can see, 9 pounds, I believe. Yep, 9.48 pounds. We've got the large compressor. This is exactly what's working to power your fridge. So as you can see, The CCOP compressors are very performance-based, extremely large, and will certainly offer the most amount of efficiency possible for a lot of the compressors out there on the market. So we got this guy right here, and then we've got the nano compressor right here, which is the much smaller one, but will work just as fine for something as small as a 20-liter fridge or a 35-liter. So just a cool little visual comparison we've got going. And then once again, we do these live streams about Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So 3 days of the week we do that. And I highly recommend you guys, jump in, say hi. If you have any questions, I would recommend you guys just asking questions or check us out. We do a lot of these. We're very popular on Amazon live stream right now. We're trying to get our YouTube lives to be a lot more engaging and add a little bit more entertainment into our live stream so we can kind of improve on it. So if you guys have any suggestions, ideas, or recommendations, just let me know. I'll try to integrate whatever I can into the live streams and make them a lot more engaging for you guys. Again, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. The camera seemed to be it was acting a little funky, but managed to get everything figured out right now. And then basically for tomorrow, you'll see me on Amazon Live, streaming from 9:30 until about 10 or 10:15. And then we'll be doing a bunch of previews on a bunch of other fridges as well. So don't hesitate to check me out. If you got any questions, again, let me know. I will try to answer all of the questions I can. And then, yeah, I really appreciate everyone who comes out. All the engagement we get honestly means a lot. I also, I'm always looking at the chat, always monitoring it. I like to see that, we've got some people coming in and they're, we have some sort of engagement or conversation going on when we're doing the live stream. So we'll try to make it more engaging. We'll do a lot more live streams in the future probably. And then, again, we've got tons of cool deals. I highly recommend you guys check them out. The whole purpose of this is try to spread awareness. And I know there are some people who never even knew fridges such as ICECO existed in the first place. I didn't until maybe about a year or two ago, and found out that is a very cool solution to an inconvenient problem that a lot of us tend to struggle with when we're trying to refrigerate or cool items. So that is just one thing that I will say that the ICECO is very nifty for. So again, thank you to everyone who came out. I appreciate your time. And then we'll be sure to do a live stream tomorrow on Amazon around 9:30 a.m. And then, yeah, so thank you, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.